Welcome in, everybody. Y'all, my hair is all a mess. I am still under the weather, but I'm here. My crazy hair. I just looked at it. I've been so busy, like looking at stuff for the show today, because we got all sorts of really, really fun stuff. We're going to go to Gallatin and talk about the new Greenway pedestal. We're going to go to there's a native plant sale that Stephanie Miller is talking about. It is Farmin FriYay. We're even going to go to Springer Mountain Farms and talk about them with our Daily Yummy. We're going to kick things off with a story from Stephanie Miller, our host of Mornings on Main Street and our host of This Week in Clarksville and host of other things. I mean, she is just a little spark plug for our company, and I love sharing what she does. I hope you follow, subscribe, and share to everything she does. We got her story and the native plant sale right after this.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd, the goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Experience Predators hockey all season long. Visit NashvillePredators.com/season tickets and join the Loyal Legion today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
We're talking Friends of Cedars of Lebanon State Park and the Wilson County Master Gardeners getting ready to host their native plant sale there at Cedars of Lebanon State Park. And joining us this morning to tell us all about what can be expected and why this is such an important spot to be this weekend, we have Linda Robertson and Debbie Williams with us this morning. Ladies, it's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Well, first off, if one of you could kind of start with what is the native plant sale? Because I know I've heard of this in many areas, but for there in Lebanon, what is this all about and why should we turn out for it?
Well, we have about 120 species of native plants that are native to our region. And we really feel like our environment is under assault now, is very threatened. And so we're raising these plants to so that we will have them in our environment.
We're trying to support pollinators.
So explain some of the native plants that you'll have on hand. So I look and I see what people have maybe around in their flower gardens or their landscaping. But you were sharing with me a little bit earlier that what you have at the native plant sale is not typically what you'll find at a nursery or a store.
Exactly. Native plants have been hybridized to be more colorful or change the leaf color. And these plants are not as desirable to our native pollinators as our native plants that you find out in our natural areas now.
And you said you had about 120. What are the names of some of the plants that you have?
Oh my goodness. We have cardinal flowers, we have Augustaceae, we have Baptisia. I should have brought the list with me.
We have ash, we have goldenrod, we have trees that we're selling to. Oaks are a huge pollinator supporter. They support over 430 different species of butterflies and insects. So they're really foundational to our world, and we need to plant more of them.
Do you have this regularly? Is this like bi-monthly, or is this just an annual event for you?
It's an annual event. We have it on the third Saturday in May.
Third Saturday of May. Got it. Linda, Debbie, thank you guys so very much. And I look forward to connecting with both of you again in the future.
Giganosaurus was a large meat-eating dinosaur, even bigger than T-Rex. Scientists estimate that it weighed 15 tons. That's as much as 2 to 3 T-Rex, 5 rhinos, 7 giraffes, 150 Komodo dragons, and 15,000 guinea pigs. When you come here to Dino Truck at the National Zoo. Make sure not to only visit the Giganosaurus, but also my second favorite dinosaur, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Come check out Dino Truck at the National Zoo. It's gonna be dynamite.
Hello everyone, I'm Paige Brown, Mayor of the City of Gallatin, and I am here on the Town Creek Greenway, which runs adjacent to the Town Creek, of course, close to downtown Gallatin. And I'm here because we have a great surprise for you. So follow me this way and you'll see what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm here with some really special people. Of course, you know Vice Mayor Love. Here we have our Parks Director, Mr. David Brown, local historian, Kenneth Thompson, local historian, Velma Brinkley. We have some ladies from the Sumner County Archives. Would you guys introduce yourself? And then Mr. Haynes, you do the same.
I'm Julie Kinchlow from the Sumner County Archives.
Hi, Bonnie Martin, Sumner County Archives.
I'm Alan Haynes from wherever.
Mr. Haynes also works deeply in history and is a great photographer, but we're here for a great reason, and it's so exciting to me. This is our first art installation along our Town Creek Greenway. And what it is a series of pedestals that will be used to display local collections of art. And so we're unveiling it today, if you will. And the very first collection is a collection of photographs by a well-known Gallatin photographer named Ernest Stark. And his photos date from the early 1900s, and these photos were actually transferred from glass negatives that were restored from our local DAR ladies in cooperation with the Sumner County Archives. And I think somebody here has an example of the glass negative. Of course Mr. Thompson does. Step up here and show that to the camera so you can see what we're talking about.
That's cool.
So these were glass negatives produced by Mr. Stark over 100 years ago. And the ladies of the DAR and the Sumner County Archives folks helped choose our first exhibit that is on our Town Creek Greenway. And so now you can come over to the Greenway, get your exercise, and learn a lot about some of the people and places here in our city. These photos, to me, represent a time in our history that none of us experienced, right, Mr. Thompson? No, you were not. And some of these predate you. A lot of them do. But we will also have other local artists whose art is displayed, and we hope to have some art collections from local schools, like some of their outstanding artists. This was done with a grant from the Arts Building Communities grant from the Tennessee State Arts Commission, and so we're very grateful for their support in that, funded 50% by them, 50% by the City of Gallatin. And right now the displays are on the Town Creek Greenway, and we certainly welcome you to come along and check them out. And I know that at least two of you here can talk about Mr. Stark. So Ms. Brinkley, Mr. Thompson.
I'll defer to Ken.
I knew him for 60 years. I was his neighbor. I do want to say that the Historical Society paid $5,000 to have those negatives restored.
Oh, wow.
They furnished all the materials for them. But I knew Mr. Starks from the time I was a child.
Oh, wow.
And he was a wonderful guy. He tried to teach me to be a photographer and he failed.
Well, he did create some tremendous work, and hey, guess what? We're getting a rain shower. So with that, we're going to say goodbye. Come to the Town Creek Greenway, check it out, and thank you.
Awesome.
Bye.
Good job.
Sorry, y'all.
I love Gallatin. And speaking of Gallatin, I got to say shout outs to everybody who's joining today. Elizabeth, happy Friday to you. Corinne, I'm better than yesterday, and it was showing improvement. So yay. Steve Bernie, who was out in Gracious and Growing Gallatin last night. Hi, Steve. You know, I love me some Gallatin. Leslie, good morning. Hope you all have a fabulous weekend. I hope you do too, Leslie. Also sorry. Thank you. You know, but I'm getting there. You know, I'm not Typhoid Mary. I'm glad I found out that. So that part's good. That part is good. But still feeling a little bit under the weather. Hey, let's talk about our friends at Springer Mountain Farm. They're one of my favorite farms, because we forget that it's not just a name of a chicken. It's actually a farm. It's a chicken farm where the chickens are humanely raised, and fed only the finest foods and good water and taken good care of. And the flavor is just different. It really is. Our Daily Yummy is brought to us today by our friends at Mid-South Exteriors. And Mid-South Exteriors, my friend Brenda Fielder and her family have been a part of this their whole lives. And they're a Nashville company right here at home, and they can help you bring the outdoors in.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. At Mid-South Exteriors, our custom sunrooms bring the sunshine in without all the heat and the bugs. And they keep you warm all winter while you enjoy the outdoors all year round. They add real value because we build them like your house to match your house. Or let us save you energy by replacing your windows and old siding. And because we have no retail overhead, we come to you and sell direct to you for less. Call us at 833-8003 or visit us at MidSouthExteriors.com.
When you grow up on a family farm, when you're the third generation to work on it, you think about things differently. It's not a short-term business where you make as much as you can and try to get out. I watch my kids growing up and think about what I'm going to leave them. I hope one day my grandchildren will look back on the decisions I've made and be thankful their granddaddy was looking out for them. One of the best decisions my father made was to grow for Springer Mountain Farms. Springer is a family business, built on family values, just like this farm. It's been that way for generations. They believe in doing things the right way, and that's the only way I want to do things around here. Springer's program isn't easy. It requires a lot more work from me. Every step of the process was developed by the American Humane Association. That means scientists and veterinarians, people that know the animals better than anyone, help farmers like me understand what's best for the birds. They can inspect us whenever they want to make sure we're meeting their requirements, and that's good for the birds. Springer's program is totally unique. For starters, they hatch their own chicks. That's important because many farmers get them by mail order, and most of those chicks are given antibiotics. But not Springer. They hatch their own chicks, so they make their own rules. No antibiotics, no steroids, nothing artificial. And the feed comes from the same crop farmers every year. These farmers know that Springer tests every single shipment to make sure it's 100% pure. If there's so much as a trace of pesticide, herbicide, or anything, it doesn't even get unloaded. So we get the same feed from the same farms, mixed the same way, and it's been that way for years. We raise the birds in humane, climate-controlled houses. Here again, American Humane helps us with the ideal temperature and amount of light. And here's where they really make a difference. We raise far fewer birds per house. With all the extra room and ideal conditions, there's a lot less stress on the animals. Why is that important? Well, less stress means more tender. That's what my father always says. Ours is one of 350 family farms that raise birds for Springer. And each family has to live on the farm. I think that's important because it goes back to taking pride and ownership in doing things the right way. All of the farms are located within 60 miles of the feed mills in the North Georgia mountains. There's no secret to why Springer Mountain Farms is more consistent. Of course, all these practices tend to make the birds cost a little more than conventional chicken. But I believe people care about what they eat and what they feed their families. And I don't need a scientist to tell me that. After all, chickens aren't the only things being raised on this family's farm.
Well, I thought along with our Spring Around Farms, our Farmin FriYay segment, that I would add our yummy from the Campbell Kitchen because I have a little chicken recipe to go along with it. That's easy and fun and easy to do. Hello, JV, Johnny Vinoker, sending love, Kim Todd Henderson. Yay, it's Friday. Go out and make someone's day better with your kindness. Yes. I know, Elizabeth, doesn't it look good? Mm-hmm. Y'all, there's so many things going on in our area. Let's take a look. I'm going to kind of take you around through some of the stuff happening this weekend in Middle Tennessee. Well, not this weekend, but coming up in June on the 10th, the Rescue Puppy Yoga. It's going to be so much fun. And that is New Leash on Life in Lebanon's fundraiser. They have one every month. This month they've already had it, but June 10th is the next one. This is going to be very cool at the Lebanon Senior Center today, Friday, 2 p.m. this afternoon, the Nashville Opera on Wheels. If you go to the Lebanon Senior Citizen Center, that's free. You can just be part of it. In Las Casas, Tennessee, brought to us by Triple L Farms. Speaking of our local farms, they're having their farmers market in Las Casas, and look for Triple L because we always talk about finding a local farmer. Local source for brat, sausage, bacon, chorizo, and pork chops and ribs, shoulder roast, ham slice, jowl, Boston butt, and ground pork. Yes, our friends at Triple L Farms in the Las Casas Farmers Market. Let's talk about the spring pop-up market at the Basement Marketplace. It's going on tomorrow from 9 until 4. At 14625 Lebanon Road in Old Hickory. That's at the Basement Marketplace. Benefiting We Drive, You Ride, Wilson Rides, a great, great project. D. Ford Bailey, celebrating D. Ford Bailey. That's tomorrow from noon until 2 at the William Edmondson Homesite Park. They're renaming Horton Avenue to D. Ford Bailey Avenue to honor Grand Ole Opry's first African-American star. A free live concert featuring Carlos D. Ford Bailey. I've worked with him before, and Herschel Bailey, and special guest Smoke and Otis. It's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow at the William Edmondson Homesite Park. And the historic mansion tours have commenced at Two Rivers Mansion. Don't forget, you can do those every afternoon on the weekend. Tomorrow, I will be there, Lord willing, and nothing happens. Backstage Nashville will be fantastic. It's going to have Buddy Cannon, Marla Cannon Goodman, Ira Dean, and Old Hickory. And if you have not seen these fellers, oh my gosh, what a show that will be. And a look back at in Lebanon, they cut Mayor Rick Bell, and the new manager of Marshalls cut the ribbon on the brand new Marshalls that has opened up in Lebanon. Got a Marshalls and a Five Below and several things all in that little strip center where Kmart used to be. So there you go. A lot of new things coming. And there's some new things coming with my buddy Lauren Massetti. We got to catch up with her.
Good morning, friends. Lauren Massetti here with Nana. We're on the road again and so excited because tomorrow, May 19th, I'm going to be filming an episode of The Life of a Musician for PBS with my friend Brandon Lee Adams. It's going to be so much fun, and in the morning I'm taping like an interview portion that's going to be on, but tomorrow night is going to be a house concert that they're also filming for the show, and it's open to the public. So if I have any Virginia friends that want to come out and see it, you can get tickets at thelifeofamusician.com. It's going to be at the Sublet Miller House in Danville, Virginia. It's like a Victorian style mansion. It's so historic. It's going to be so vibey, and I'm really excited. That's May 19th, tomorrow night. Doors open at 6:15 and show starts at 7 o'clock. I'd really love to see you guys there. Nana, you got anything to say to your fans?
We're going to have a lot of fun. Come on out.
Sounds like a plan. See y'all there.
You can't see the sights without the sounds. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd and everything in between, discover what Hit City has to offer. Spend your nights cheering on the Nashville Sounds at First Horizon Park with giveaways, fireworks shows, theme weekends, and more. Single game tickets are on sale now. Visit NashvilleSounds.com to claim your seat today.
First Horizon Park. This is my first time to do my show live from somewhere. I'm always doing Facebook Lives and everything. We got Angie. Angie, we did have a good time at the Opry last night. Twitty and Lynn just killed it. They're doing great. Now I'm here with Executive Chef Mike Feldman in our Daily Yummy. How long have you been the executive chef here for the Nashville Sounds?
I've been the executive chef here since January 22.
When it comes to, if people don't think chef and baseball parks as a thing, but it really is, the food, it really is that good. So tell me a little bit about how you kind of craft menus and items and things that you serve here.
So I'm from the East Coast, so a lot of what I do, my background is in seafood, fine dining, everything. Get the opportunity to come down here to concessions and work with natural products from the South, local products. It was a dream come true for me, especially working around baseball, which I love. So it was great for me to do so.
Man, I tell you what, some of the items, do you have anything that's new this year that you're trying out?
New this year, we do have empanadas from a local empanada maker that we have out at the Bandbox. We do have a new Bandbox item called the Doug, named after our VP, Doug Scopel. It is our Bandbox burger with the side of jalapeno corn fritters, and that's been taken off very well this year.
Oh, I'll say.
We've also added a couple new sausages. We have our Cajun Hot Link down at the grill cart and a jalapeno cheddar bratwurst that we're offering.
I'm going to tell you, when you drive by where that's being cooked, it will grab you by the nose and pull you right in to get you. It is so good.
Thank you.
It smells amazing. Let's talk a little bit about it's Cinco de Mayo. It's Cinco de Mayo, and there's something that I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's not a nacho, but it's a tacho.
Our tachos, yes, our tachos, fan favorite out at the Bandbox. So we take chicken thighs, we smoke them in the house with our signature barbecue rub. Chop them up. We put them over fresh fried tater tots with some pico, some house-made corn pico, and lime crema. And it is fantastic. It is just amazing.
Okay, we're talking about some of the fancy food. Can you get a hot dog?
You can get a hot dog. We have two options. We have our normal 6-to-1 hot dog, Hebrew National, and then we have a company out of Indiana called Evergood. I think Indiana, maybe San Francisco. They do an 8-inch hot dog for us, natural hot dog. It's great. All beef also.
It is not baseball unless I get the hot dog and I get ice cream in a hat. Do you still, now that I used to have season tickets to the Sounds, and it was the season where you get the little baseball helmet with the ice cream in it. Do you still, can kids still get that?
We still do that. Yes, we still do that. And we also do that out of the Bandbox. We have our buttered popcorn ice cream.
What is that?
So we take buttered popcorn, we steep it in vanilla ice cream base for about 2 days, and then strain it and run it through our ice cream maker and top it with caramel and smoked sea salt.
A little salty, a little sweet. Y'all, that's like slapping mama
pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Okay, let's talk a little bit. A lot of people don't realize that a corporate events can be really stodgy. They can be, and the rubber chicken and the green beans at a corporate event, kind of old. You really have a take by inviting people here. The Nashville Sounds have some beautiful meeting rooms and some beautiful banquet facilities.
Right. Our catering program is great. We do, everything is scratch made in house. We do a lot of upscale things. So our catering menu is not what you would typically get at a ballpark. We try to make it more centered around the guest.
Where did you start chefing? Where did you study? I mean, when did you get started?
I studied at school in Baltimore, and I worked around Baltimore for most of my career. And then I got a job under my regional executive chef, Chef Jerry Infantino. He got me a job at the Baltimore Convention Center, and that started this whole journey down here to Nashville in 2014.
So how do you like Nashville now that you're here?
I love it. It's amazing down here. I love being in the South. It's great. The countryside is beautiful. It's just amazing being here.
I'm really glad you're here too, because you're bringing some things. And one of my favorite items that I have to bring up is the garlic Parmesan fries. Do you still have those?
Yes, we do. Down stand 1. They're good.
Run, do not walk. Get you some garlic Parmesan fries, one of those delicious hot dogs. Fantastic stuff. And get your tickets first and foremost, NashvilleSounds.com. Have you ever been to Gallatin, Tennessee?
No, I've not.
Well, the grounds here are beautiful, but Gallatin is kind of gracious and growing. And a few years back, it was chosen by Reader's Digest as the friendliest town in America.
Very nice. I will have to get out there.
And every year they beautify, and they have these big, huge hanging baskets. And there are actually people there in the town of Gallatin that take it as their responsibility. So we're going to take a look at the hanging baskets. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Tired of hanging lights every year? We get it. That's why Southern Nights is here to help. We install programmable lighting on your home or business so you can enjoy beautiful, customizable lighting all year round. No more ladders, tangled lights, or cold nights outside. We do the work, you do the celebrating. Call Southern Nights today and take the hassle out of holiday lighting forever. For a free quote, give us a call at 931-241-3074 or visit our Facebook page at Southern Nights.
Joinallofus.org/50forward. That closes our show for today. Our daily giggle is just what we share every day here at 11 o'clock. And we say, have a great weekend. Be safe, be kind, and remember, most of all, you're loved.
We are home. We are family. We are things to do and places to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your Main Street today.